All right, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the brothers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Okay, as of recently, it's been on the news, actually, it was 4 days ago, um, about the so-called slave Bible, and brothers have been doing videos about it. And I just wanted to, this compelled my spirit, to, do a video about it. So, I just watched this video on YouTube, that the brother posted about the slave Bible, and it led me to this precept. Uh, Esau, you added to the word. You took away from the word. So the scripture, the Lord told us not to add or diminish. This is Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 32. It says, "What thing soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it." So you can't add unto the Lord's word or take away from His word, man. And in that video, you clearly will see that Esau took out of the book of Jeremiah, he took out the book of Galatians, and he added in what he wanted to add in order to get the slaves to obey. But it didn't work. Ultimately, this is Revelation chapter 22, verse 18. It says, "For I testify to every man that heareth the words of this prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book." And what are the plagues? The number one plague is those nuclear missiles, man. I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to go get a scripture of that plague. Verse 19, "And if any man shall take away from the word of the book of this prophecy," which Esau, that's what you did, "the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from all the things that are written in this book," which you were never going to be a part of any of that. Because you added and you took away from the scriptures, man. So you got to fucking pay for that, you know. Um, took out the book of Jeremiah, Galatians. I forgot what else they said that was taken out of the Bible, man. Okay, this is the plague that you devils gonna face. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will fight to smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And Esau, you was the number one that's fighting against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." Because what's going to do that to you Edomites? Those thermonuclear missiles is going to destroy America. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 1. "Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for the destruction is at hand. A sword is sent unto you upon you, and who may turn it back? Nobody. A fire is sent unto among you, and who will quench it? Nobody. The plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?" Because the Lord is the only one that can turn them plagues away. Many may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may any one quench the fire in the stubble when it began to burn? No. The answer is no and no. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? And those missiles are going to be shot off into the ends of the earth, man. And they're going to destroy America. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Nobody, man. A fire shall come forth from his wrath, And who is he that may quench it? Nobody. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beat to powder at his presence? Because that's what the Lord is going to do to you, Edomites. You know? Verse 12. The earth quaketh and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves. Because if those nukes hit water, man, you know they're gonna send a big tsunami going all directions, man. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves are of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also behold before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot in the ends of the world. Because the Lord is going to put his spirit in those missiles, and they're not going to miss. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues, which is those missiles, that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? Because the Lord is bringing a big destruction to America. The Lord is going to cut off you Edomites by way of slaughter, man. You know, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. Obadiah 1 and 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Because Esau, he's a cunning little bastard, man. He's tried different ways to get our people to stay down. You know, he tries different ways to crafty. The scripture says it. He has taken crafty counsel, and a part of that crafty counsel was the slave Bible. That was crafty counsel, man. Psalms 83 and 1. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, O be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Because they standing up against us, man. Because they know that we people of the Lord. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. That's crafty counsel, a slave Bible. That was crafty counsel, man. Trying to get us to obey them, man. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance. And that's what Esau ultimately was doing. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. They are confederate against the nation of Israel. Verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebel, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also was joined with them. They have hope, the children of Lot, Salah. So the Lord is going to recompense you, you devils, man. I'm going to just get trusted Dusty. Second Thessalonians chapter 3. Oh, no. No, 1 and 6. It's Second Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. You know, because we are being troubled by the so-called white man. And ultimately, the Lord is going to cut you off, man. The Lord is going to destroy you. He's going to cut your whole nation off from existence by way of thermonuclear missiles. And then when you come back in the kingdom, you're going to be fully eradicated, man. You know, the Lord is going to give your ass a taste on this side. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. I believe Psalms 10. So I believe that was it. Oh, I'm gonna read this. This is Psalms chapter 9, verse 13. Have mercy upon me, O Yahweh, consider my trouble which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death. Because we suffering by the hands of our enemies. And the Lord ain't gonna forget all the things that we done went through. That I may shew forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughters of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid in their own is their own foot taken, because the Lord is going to cause your crafty counsel to fall upon yourself, man. You know, you digging a pit for Jake, but you gonna fall in it. Verse 16. Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegayon. It says the wicked, Salah, it says the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. And y'all going into a hellish condition. In the kingdom, y'all gonna be paying for all of the things that you did, because those curses are gonna come upon you in full effect, man. You know, so you Edomites, you trying to dig a pit for us, but your ass is gonna fall in it, man. And this slave Bible shit, you adding on to the scriptures and taking away, you gonna be fucking done away with, man. The Lord's gonna fucking plague your ass with a nuclear missile, man. You know? And when you get in the kingdom, you gonna have plagues, man. You know? But the main plague that you finna get now is that nuclear missile. Then you going into slavery. Then you going into the pit, man. To the bottom. Where a cockroach is the worm's gonna be over there. You know? Hey, the scripture says that. Worm covered thee. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9, it says, hail from beneath. Didn't the last scripture just say hail in Psalms? Yep. It said the nations are going to be in hell, basically. Let me see. All nations. I got to go back to that. Psalms 9:17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. So you're going to be turned to a hellish condition. So let's read Psalms 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming, because you're going to live in these conditions. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, because all of y'all going to be in a hellish condition. Y'all going to be at the bottom. All they speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the ground. Thy pride, because you Edomites, you're very proud, and the Lord is going to bring your pride down. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread over under thee, and the worms cover thee, because you're going to be in the pit, man. You're going to be in the bottom of the bottom, man. You're going to be in the bottom. You're going to be a fucking animal, man. You're going to go back to your natural state, being a fucking cave animal, a beast. Verse 12, it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And the Lord is going to cut you down to the ground, man. And it's not going to take him long to do that. 60 minutes, man. 60 minutes. So you know, actually I'm gonna continue reading. Verse 13, it says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." And that's where you fucked up at. You thinking you can be like Yahweh. You can't be. You can never be like our power, man. Never. You can't even stop a woman's birth pains, man. You can't even search out the earth. You can't even search out the heavens, man. How the hell you gonna try to be the Most High? Gotta be out of your goddamn mind. Verse 15, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." And that's where you gonna be. That's where you gonna dwell. Isaiah 24 and 21, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high." And who is on high now? Esau, "and the kings of the earth upon the earth, and you other nations. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited." Because we ain't gonna be worried about you motherfuckers, man. You gonna be in the pit, you know, with the worms over you, the worms covering you, eating you up. You got big ass cockroaches, termites, fleas. Hey, everything gonna be on you fucking motherfuckers, man. Fleas, centipedes, millipedes, all type of insects, gonna be spreading, spiders, snakes. Hey, you devils, man, everything is gonna hate you, man. Everything is gonna hate you. Because you destroyed the earth, man. Roaches, everything, bed bugs, everything gonna be on your ass, man. You gonna be in the pit. So with that, I hope you brothers edified. So shalom.